Later, I'm going to read the book, The Boy, no, of Murray. Thank you for listening and play.
Bob Marley by Vicky Shipton, published by Scholastic Limited as part of the Scholastic English Language Teaching Readers series. Copyright Scholastic Limited, 2013. Bob Marley. The Lyceum, London, 1975. It was a warm summer night in 1975. Thousands of people had come to London's Lyceum Theatre. Not everyone had tickets for that night's gig, and some people tried to climb into the hall through the roof. They were all here to see the Jamaican singer and songwriter Bob Marley and his reggae band, the Wailers. The next night's gig was sold.
It was one summer night in the 1975. Thousands of people had come to London Lyceum Theatre. Not everyone had ticket for this night gig, and some people tried to climb into the hall through the roof. Then were all here to see the Jamaica singing out songwriter Bob Marley and the reggae band the
Sold
Wailers.
out too. The band's record company recorded the Lyceum gigs and produced one of the greatest live albums ever.
The next night, High was sold out too. The band's record company recorded the Lyceum Jeans and produced one of the greatest live albums ever.
Soon, millions of people around the world loved the music of Bob Marley and the Wailers. But becoming rich and famous were not the most important things for Bob Marley. He had a message that he wanted to share with the whole world through his music. Some of his songs told Jamaicans and black people to fight for their rights. But he also sang for everyone in the world to come together in peace.
Some million of people around the world loved the music of Bob Marley and the Wailers, but becoming rich and famous were not the most important thing for Bob Marley. He had a message what he wanted to share with the whole world through the music. Some of his songs told Jamaicans and black people to fight for their rights, but he also sang for everyone in the world to come together in peace.
Chapter 1. Country Boy.
Chapter Country Boy.
Cedella Sidi Malcolm was born in 1926 in 9 Miles, a small village in a beautiful hilly area of northern Jamaica called St. Anne. Like many Jamaicans in the country, she worked on her family's farm as soon as she was old enough. Her father, Omariah, was an important man in the area, and the family was not poor. But life on the farm meant long, hard days. And as a teenager, Sidi wanted something more exciting in her life. She found it when she met Norval Marley.
Saidala Sidi Malcolm was born in 1926 in 9 Miles, a small village in the beautiful hill area of northern Jamaica, called Santa Ana. Like many Jamaicans in the country, the working of her family farm as soon as she was old enough. Her father, Omarian, was important man in the area and the family was not poor. But life in the farm with long work days and as a teenager, Sadie wanted something more exciting in her life. She found it went to meet Norval Marley.
Captain Marley, as he was known, was a white man who worked for the Jamaican government. It was his job to help more Jamaicans farm the land in St. Anne. Every month, Marley rode his horse to St. Anne for work, and he stayed with the Malcolm family. Soon, Omariah helped him build a little wooden house to stay in. Marley became very friendly with Sidi.
Captain Marley, as he was known, was white man to work for the Jamaica government. It was his job to help more Jamaicans farm the land in Santa Ana. Every month Marley rode his horse to Santa Ana for work and stayed with the Malcolm family. Son of Marian helped with the bull, a little wooden house to stay in. Marley became very friendly with the city. Although Marley was much.
Although Marley was much older than her, some people say he was in his 50s and she was just 18. Siddy liked the attention and fell in love with him.
Older than hers, some people say he was his 15 and she was just 18. She liked the attention and feeling in love with him.
Soon, Siddy had some news for her father. She was pregnant with Marley's baby. Omariah was angry, not only about the age difference, but also the fact that the captain was a white man. In the 1940s, Jamaica was still under British rule, and white people and black Jamaicans did not mix much. It was said that Marley's family did not respect black Jamaicans, and some black Jamaicans did not like the fact that Siddy was pregnant by a white man.
Some City had some news for the father. She was pregnant with the Marley baby. O'Marion was angry not only about the age difference, but also the fact that the captain was white man. In the 1914s, Jamaica was still under British rule and the white people and black Jamaicans would not mix much. It was said that Marley family did not respect black Jamaicans, and some black Jamaicans did not like the fact the city was pregnant with a white maid. Marians was worried about the grandchild's
Mariah was worried about his grandchild's future.
Grandchild's.
When Marley rode to the farm and asked Omariah if he could marry Siddy, Omariah agreed.
When Marley rode the farm, they asked Marian to what marry Siddy and Marian agreed.
Thought his daughter and grandchild would now have a better life.
He thrown the seduction of grandchild will now have a better life.
Siddy and Marley were married on June the 9th, 1944.
Siddy and Marley were married in June the 9th, 1944.
But it was not the start of a happy life together.
But it was not the start of happy life together.
Soon after the wedding, Marley left for Kingston.
Sí. Buenas. Gracias. Soon after the wedding, Marlin left to Kingdom.
He told Siddy that he needed an easier job in the city.
He told Siddy what he needed an easier job in the city.
Siddy stayed in St. Anne to have her baby. Marley did not return for a long time, although he sent some money to his wife.
Siddy stayed in the Santa Ana. He had her baby. Marlin did not return for a long time, although he sent some money to his wife.
On February the 6th, 1945, Siddy had a baby boy. His skin was light in colour, and Siddy decided to call him Robert Nestor Marley.
On February the 6th, 1945, Siddy has a baby boy. His skin was light in color, and Siddy decided to call him Robert Nestor Marley.
It was a name that showed his mixed family history.
Robert was the name of his white father's older brother. No, it was a name that showed his mixed family history.
Robert was the name of his white father's older brother.
Robert was the name of his white father's older brother.
Nestor was a black Jamaican name.
Nesta was a black Jamaican name.
Robert's early years in 9 Miles were happy.
Robert's early years in the 9 Miles were happy.
Later in life, he said, "I come from country, and country is always good."
Later in life, he said, "I come from country, and country is always good."
However, he almost never saw his father.
However, he almost never saw his father.
Then, when Robert was just 6 years old, his father suggested taking him to Kingston.
Then Robert was just 6 years old. His father just then taking him to the
He
kingdom.
wanted to pay for him to go to a good school.
He wanted to pay for him to go to a good school.
Although Siddy was not happy to lose her son, she wanted the best for him, and so she agreed.
Although Sidney was not happy to lose his son, she wanted the best for him and so she agreed.
For a year, Siddy heard no news of her son.
For a year, Sidney heard no news for her son.
During this time, she was busy with her new business, a small general shop in the village of Stepney, near 9 Miles.
During this time, she was busy with her new business, a small general shop in the village of Stepney, near 9 Miles.
But then, a friend came back from Kingston with a worrying story. She had seen Robert in the city, and he was living with an old woman called Mrs. Gray. Siddy went to the city and learned the truth.
But then a friend come back from Kingston with the buried history. She was seeing Robert in the city and he was living with the old man called Mr. Gray.
Robert's father had taken him to the old.
Sidney went to the city and later the brought Robert's father had taken him to the old
woman's house. He had promised to return soon, but the boy never saw his father again.
He had promised to return soon, but the boy never saw his father again.
Now Robert was living with the old lady and doing jobs around the house to help her. He went to
Now Robert was living with the old lady on the doing jobs around the house to help her.
school in the city, but not all the time.
He went to school in the city, but not all the time.
Siddy took her son back to live with her in St. Anne.
Sidney took her son back to live with her in the St. Anne.
Every day, Robert walked home from school and helped his mother in the shop.
Every day Robert walked home from school and helped his mother in the shop.
He was happy to be back near his family.
He was happy to be back near his family.
He was a hard-working boy who was quiet but popular.
He was a hard-working boy who was quiet but popular.
He loved to play football with his friends.
He loved to play football with his friends.
Was a big part of his life too.
Music was a big part of his life too.
It was important for all the Malcolm family.
It was important for all the Malcolm family.
Siddy liked to sing old church songs around the house, and the family often met at Omariah's farm to make music.
Sidney liked to sing old church songs around the house, and the family often met at the Omariah's farm to make music.
Robert's cousin, Nehemiah, even made Bob his first guitar.
Robert's cousin, Nehemiah, made Bob his first guitar.
Siddy's shop was not a success. She
Sidney's shop was not a success.
decided to sell it and look for work in Kingston.
She decided to sell it and look for work in the Kingston.
She left Robert with his grandfather on the farm.
She left Robert with
made his
grandfather onto the farm.
Grandson feed the animals and work on the land.
Amarians made his grandson feed the animals and work on the land.
Later, Robert remembered this as a happy time.
¿Está abierto? ¿Qué pasó?
Ya va a llover, que ponerlo que la oí.
Lo
Aquí hay un botenillo. Aquí la bajan los botes de allá.
remember. Late Robert, remember this is happy time, but life was not perfect.
But life was not perfect. With his lighter skin, Robert did not look like anyone else in the village.
With his lightened skin, Robert did not look like any mortals in the village.
Some people in the village said that Robert worked twice as hard as everyone else.
Some people in the village said that Robert worked twice as hard as everyone else.
Was he trying to show that he was just as good as everyone around him?
Was he trying to show that he was just as good as everyone around him?
For a while, Robert was sent to stay with his mother's sister, Amy, several miles from the rest of the family.
For a while, Robert was sent to stay with his mother's sister, Amy, several miles from the rest of the family.
Robert's aunt expected him to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do
Robert's aunt expected him to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
work before school.
To the hours of work before school.
It was too much for Robert. He packed his
It
things
was too much for Robert.
and ran away, all the way back to 9 miles.
He packed this thing and ran away on the way back on the 9 miles.
After that, Amy refused to let the boy back in her house.
After that, Amy refused to let the boy back into the house.
Siddy realized that it was time for a change.
Siddy realized that it was time for a chance.
Their future was in the city now.
Their future was in the city now.
And so, in 1957,
And so, in the 1967,
the age of 12,
at the age of 12,
Robert was put on the bus for Kingston.
Robert was put on the bus for Kingston.
His time as a country boy was over, and a very different part of his life was just beginning.
His time as a country boy was over, and a very different part of his life was just beginning. And thank you, teachers, for listening for me, and see you later in the next. Thank you. Bye.